Okay, in this video I just want to take a closer look at working with posts and some of the different features inside of our posts. So again, before we begin, if we look at a quick overview of the difference between posts and pages, how do you know when you use a page versus a post? Well, posts are the best way to organize content that will change, dynamic content. When we organize our posts will always have a publishing date, an author. We can organize our posts in categories, and we can also use tags. Pages, on the other hand, are static elements. We want to always think about our posts as being time-based material. They're great for news. They're great for material that's relational, that we want to organize within our sites, and we can put them in parts of groups. And pages, on the other hand, are static content, and I have several videos on pages as well. So let's actually take a look at how we go about creating a post. So we come into our dashboard and we come to posts, and I'm going to say add new. And here we have this. Now, what we want to look at too as we come on over, that we have some of these different windows over here. We have our publish window, we have our formatting window, we have our categories window, and we also have this window over here where we can add our tags. We can even come in and look at our screen options. When I click on this, I can actually show the different pieces that I want to work with. I could even, click it, change my columns, so on and so forth. So I have my post, and I have it right over in here. The one that I'm going to paste in here right now is this little article right here. Here is my my title, and now I have this one, and I'm going to just copy. A lot of times it is easier to first organize them in our in TextEdit or Word, whatever one is like that you'd like to do. Now we can see, you might, as you look at yours, you might see just this page, and you always want to click on and show the kitchen sink. Now, the permalink, this is the link directly to this post. So we always want to, if we need to access that, that's always an important thing to do. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to paste. And I could paste it directly from Word or paste as plain text. Right now, I'm going to paste as plain text, and then I'll do my formatting inside of Word. So I'm going to insert, and there we have it. Now, I want to come on in and start formatting, and let's take a look at formatting. Now, I could just do real quickly, I could preview this, see what it looks like. A woman's journey into meditation. Okay, and I want to come on back and I want to continue to edit this post. And this is what we have. Now, a lot of these I think are going to make sense, right? We come on in, I could highlight some different words, so I can come on in, I can bold this word, and if I come on down, I have this reference to a book. I could grab this right here. I can italicize. Again, same kind of way, we're very familiar with a lot of these. I could, underline different words. I'll get rid of this in a minute, but just to show you, these are all very similar features that we've used in a lot of our other programs. All right, now I want to show you something else. So this is, let's say that I wanted to use this more as a quote. What I need to do if I want to do a block quote is actually take whatever the quote is and put a space in between, a return, okay? So whatever the quote is, and I'm going to get rid of this one because I want that to be on its own. I could turn this into a quote, and this is how I would do it. Isolate whatever the quote is in a place like this, and then we want to find the window that is the block quote. So all I need to do is click block quote, and we can see now this whole little portion is turned into a block quote. Okay, all right, let's see. Now let's see if I want to All right, and we can work with the different spaces and such. All right, so real quickly, if I wanted to insert a symbol, I could come on into this little guy over here and look at some of my custom symbols that we want to insert. We can also come on down to the bottom, and just to show you some of these examples, okay, we can do our lists, item 1, item 2. Now let's say that I wanted to, I'll do item 3. Up now, what about if I want to get rid of this one? Well, I just click it again, and then it goes over to get rid of it. If I wanted to do numbers, item 1, item 2, item 3, and again, if I wanted to get rid of it, I just click and then the one. All right, so just a couple more things. Another, you can come on in here and explore. 2 more things, actually. So we all know when we're reading, and actually when we have posts, that posts have a breaking point, and you can actually determine where you want that breaking point to be. So if I said this would be a woman's journey into meditation, so I might want to come right into here. The mental noise became quiet as my hand moved across. Maybe I want to insert the more tag right here. So how I would do that is I would just come right to here, insert more tag. And what that means is right at this point, I might think, I want the readers to read here, and then think, oh, I want to know more. So this is what would show, and we can look at the preview of that in a minute. Now, another important thing that you may want to use to organize your material. I'm going to undo the underline of this, and I'm going to hit return. Actually, you know what? No, I won't. I'm going to highlight this right in here, and I'm going to come on up into paragraph. And so come into paragraph, we can apply these different formattings to it. Now, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4. These are HTML tags, and they're important for 2 reasons. One, they visually organize the content of our website for our readers to move through them and make sense of the information a little bit more. But also, the web will index for internet searches, will index your information based on these tags as well. So that's another good reason why to use these. So I'm not going to use heading 1 because heading 1 actually is going to be the formatting of my title. So let's see if I click heading 2. Hold on for a minute. Come on in. All right, so I can see now that this now has that feature. All right, so, and that's one of the things too, and sometimes why you might even see how that's changing. What I could do is I could switch from visual into text, and I could come in and change it around so it would work a little bit better. So that's the whole thing. Sometimes when you want things to work in a certain way, you need to come in and actually work a little bit more directly with the HTML. But we're not going to worry so much about that. I have a lot of videos on HTML. If, for instance, my thought is if I didn't want to have this space, how would I go about doing that? Well, I need to go in and fix and work with the HTML. So there we go. There's a little bit more about working with posts. Thanks for listening.